Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be continuing the look at my wrestling magazine collection. So, if you watched part one, you know the routine. I'm just going to go through each magazine and tell you any notable facts or things that, anything that jogs my memory. And just enjoy this. So, without further ado, we are going to start with the August to looks like this is 2005 issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated with Kurt Angle and Booker T on the cover. Up next, we have this August 2008 Pro Wrestling Illustrated with Shawn Michaels on the cover. This was their annual State of the Game issue. Up next, we're taking it back a little further with this. This is a September 1994 Wrestle America with Bret and Owen Hart on the cover. And Wrestle America was interesting. I have some memories of Wrestle America because it was one of the special edition, aftermaths from back in the day. And growing up, I was, of course, more into Pro Wrestling Illustrated, The Wrestler, Inside Wrestling. I collected a lot of those magazines, but I started reading Wrestle America. I had a couple of Wrestle Americas growing up, but something about Wrestle America, it stood out. Don't know why, but pretty cool. We have this holiday 2004 Raw magazine with Triple H on the cover, and this was when Triple H, actually, if you recall, he was in the Blade Trinity movie that year. So this was probably Triple H's most notable film role. We have this Fighting Spirit magazine featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin on the cover. The Tag Rope, this is a Japanese magazine that was really, really cool. May do more of an in-depth review on this later, but really just straight, Japan, and some really good articles in here. Really well done magazine. Don't know if it's still in publication. We have this is the July 2013 PWI, Cena and Rock on the cover from their WrestleMania 29 clash. The Pro Wrestling Illustrated March 2000 issue, the 1999 year in review with Diamond Dallas Page and then wife Kimberly on the cover, and he was awarded Most Hated Wrestler of the Year award that year. And I love 1999 was one of my favorite years for wrestling ever, and 99 was just a super year. We have this September 2002 SummerSlam featuring Brock Lesnar and The Rock. This was, of course, September 2002. I don't know if I said the correct date, but of course, this was in promotion of their epic SummerSlam 2002 clash, and that whole pay-per-view was one of the best pay-per-views WWE ever put on. So if you haven't watched SummerSlam 2002 from start to finish, then I advise you should go to the network and watch it at some point, or Peacock. Here is this is the August 2016 Pro Wrestling Illustrated featuring the annual PWI subscriber poll, as well as the results and analysis from WrestleMania that year, which was in Dallas, Texas. That was the show where Roman Reigns beat Triple H for the belt. Not the most memorable WrestleMania, but hey. Again, we have this is January 2014 PWI featuring Daniel Bryan on the cover. And this was, of course, during the, peak of the Yes movement during that time frame. We have the October 2020 Pro Wrestling Illustrated featuring Charlotte Flair. This is, I think this is Weekly Pro Wrestling. This is the long-standing Japanese wrestling magazine. I think it's still in publication. I think so. But got this from a wrestling convention. Or did I get it from eBay? I'm not sure, but I got this years ago. Not sure who the guy on the right is, but the guy on the left is Genichiro Tenryu. Tenryu was one of the all-time legendary Japanese wrestlers. This is the final issue of Fighting Spirit magazine. I will say Fighting Spirit just for the quality of its articles, the photography, the overall look of the magazine. Fighting Spirit is pretty high on my list of the best wrestling magazines ever published. Yeah, Fighting Spirit featured a lot of, for me, my first exposure to a lot of current UK based talents that it was UK based magazine, so they had articles on all of the major UK promotions, Progress, Rev Pro, ICW. I mean, they had coverage. I mean, they were giving a lot of ink to, people who would become, the Walters and Ilya Dragunov, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne. What's the girl from NXT? The one who was Kaylee Ray, Tony Storm. A lot of my first exposure to these wrestlers was through the pages of Fighting Spirit magazine. And even right here, they had and this was back in, my gosh, this had to have been, I think, 2019. I believe, or maybe 2019, and I mean Miko Satomura, who we know more from NXT today, but a nice article on her. So really, just a great magazine across the board. And Jim Cornette actually did a column in that magazine every month, monthly column. Wow Magazine. Wow Magazine was a short-lived yet very memorable magazine during the peak of the wrestling boom. And on this cover, we have the New Blood. Maybe not the fondest memories from the end of WCW, but we have Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and Vince Russo. Enough said. And last but not least, we have another issue of WOW with The Rock. And, being this was the year 2000, this was the apex of WWE. Many people, myself included, feel that 2000 was WWE's best year ever in terms of business, creative, and just everything. So yeah. Again, just like I said, just wanted to show you, more of my collection. And again, just gonna be taking you through more of these. I have tons more magazines to get through, so I will be getting through them at some point, but soon. But again, just want to share this piece of these pieces of wrestling history, because all these magazines, to me, this is a part of wrestling history. We see wrestling, represented from, we have the earliest issue in this collection, which would have been this 90s, early, mid 90s Wrestle America, all the way through the present day. So just, I'm a fan of the printed medium. I am a magazine collector or print enthusiast, and that will never change even in this digital age we live in. I always think there is a place for physical magazines, paper, and all that good stuff. So again, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I will see you again after a while.